Oh, Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran Familiun. Good morning, guys. Sorry if I sound a little crusty still. I'm very tired. I didn't go to bed at the... I went to bed way late. Don't ask what time. I don't want to talk about it. I've been going through it. My insomnia is real bad. I'm in the trenches with my freaking insomnia, for real. Woke up for stinky girls? Hell yeah. The determination. Did it rhymes the free AM? No. I wish. Try later. But again, I don't want to talk about it. Anyways. Good morning. Good morning. I saw you active on Twitter at Gamer Hours, huh? What did I do? Was I active? Maybe I did something, I don't remember. Fugue state. Man standing. But anyway, so last time we beat the main story of Tales of Graces. I believe we are on to the F portion, which is the new stuff, the new things. Well, new things as in they weren't in the OG release of Graces. They didn't come out until this version. I think there's a post-game story. Don't know how long it is. Don't know how much content there is. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I don't know how long this part is, basically. You missed the ending. Yes, you did. I beat the game last week. So there will be hella spoilers for you in that regard. If you don't want to be spoiled on the story, I guess don't watch the stream. Pensive. Maybe I should have tagged that there are spoilers, but whatever. But I managed to beat it in less than 10 parts. That's a better track record than Symphonia. Symphonia made it to like 20 parts, right? Man. Who kissed who? Nobody smooched. Yet. I think that's what the post-game is for. I think the post-game is where they all become a polycule and they start smooching. So, we're here for that. It's only post-game, no spoilers. Isn't the fact that it's post-game inherently a spoiler? Anyways. When I opened the game, there was a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but there was a whole extras menu and it had stuff like a gallery and like titles and accolades or something, and then also like a separate menu for New Game Plus. And I was like, huh, that's interesting, but I didn't click or mess with any of it because I guess that's just something I'll explore in my own time when I'm like pursuing a second playthrough file in my eventual endeavor to 100%, but I'm gonna take my dang time because I mean, I like this game. I kind of rushed through the main story for stream. If I do another playthrough, I'm probably gonna take it slower. Maybe I'll follow a proper guide to get everything. Would there be any new content there? I don't know about story stuff, but probably stuff about like the titles. There's also, like I said, there's also like the gallery or like the theater, which I'm guessing has like cutscenes and plays through the opening and ending sequences again. That kind of thing. Could also potentially be a way to quick access the skit theater, like the one they have at the Cat Village. But I don't know. Like I said, I didn't click on any of it. Mostly because I was like, I don't want this to trigger something. I wanted to make sure it was still chill. We're just gonna focus on the F. It should launch us right in once I confirm my save, so... Yippee! Also, imagine I load the autosave, which is 2 hours after my actual save. Could you imagine? It's like time to play the final boss again, guys. Whee! Time to sit through another like 10 minutes of credits again. Whee! We're not doing that. It's just that this was hovered because of how I had to move my mouse to Set up all my OBS stuff. Okay. So I guess without further ado, it's time to game. Whee! That would be so funny though. That would be so funny in Zilly. Errand boys. We're starting with a skit, I guess. Also, why is that spelled blue-eyed again? Did it actually start me in, like, before the boss? Maybe I have to fight the boss again.
ラムダに関することですか。
それも外れ。なんかね、ノパーソっていう機械をフレデリックに貸しっぱなしだったから、それを返してもらってくれだって。
うん。
何ですかそれは。ご自分でされたらいかがですか。
もう研究所に引っ込んじゃって、ラントへ行くのも大変だから、シャトルで持ってきてくれってさ。
仕方ない。ラントのフレデリックのところへ取りに行こう。しょうがないですね。
Did something get fricked up here? I don't think so. Because I know I saved. Maybe I do have to fight the boss again. Because we definitely shouldn't be here. Because I beat the boss, but it's pointing me towards the exit, like... Well, not the exit, but it's pointing me towards where the boss is. The big orb. Are? Don't tell me it bugged because I saved, but I backed out. I think you need to start on the F portion of the menu. The F portion. That would explain a lot. Then you pick a save file. Where is the F portion? I will have to check. It's okay, we only saw like one skit. It should be post-game and not before the boss. Okay. Thanks for playing the boss for me. No, I'm not doing that. That boss fight sucked. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad. So... F portion. Would it be this? That's New Game Plus. Is it this? Where the F? Yeah, where's the F? We've seen a suckier boss fight, I guess. The one that kicked my ass twice instead of the one time. Yeah, that's just regular continue. Maybe? I don't know what I'm looking for. I mean, I have to guess it's this. Nope. Stop. I'm not looking to get copyrighted. Not today. Okay, well... I guess it must be this, because it's asking me to load this save. Begin lineage and legacies with selected save data. Ah, I guess it's this. Okay. That was silly. We might have actually had to do post-game again. That would have been very funny. Lineage and legacies, neither of those start with an F. Lineage and Figacies. What a menu choice, why? Yeah, that's one UI thing I don't like, I guess. That was not very clear. I was like, where's the F? Oh, she has a new outfit. Also, Asbel has heterophobia now. Oh, thanks for the note of the time skip.
すごいお花。
ラントのみんなが親父のために備えてくれたんだ。俺は漁師としてまだまだだけど、この先も悩みながらやっていくよ。親父がそうだったように。
If you flip the L's upside down and put them together with a few spaces apart, it can make an F. I guess.
見ていてくれ親父。
アスベル悲しい？
いや今はもう大丈夫だ。人は必ず死ぬ。遅かれ早かれいつか別れは訪れた。
People die.
そう思うことにしたんだ。
Things that he says to a slightly immortal being.
人はいつか必ず死ぬ。
ただもっときちんと話をしておけばよかったと思うこ
People
とはある。
die when they are dying.
今の俺やヒューバートの姿も見せたかった。
Stupid.
それが叶わないのが今は悔しいんだ。
Everyone's saying people die when they are killed. Yeah. Oh, baby. Who the fuck are you? Purple woman.
みんながいなくなったら、そしたらあなたはどうなるの？
This is very dramatic.
ソフィー
Green and purple woman.
どうかしたのか。
Green and purple, did they put you in the game? The F is for Funaki.
夢だったのかな？
起きたまま夢を見るなんて随分器用なことをするな。さては夕べ夜更かししたな。
Funo Funaki. Fiona Revival. Tales of
少し
Grace's
昼寝でもすると
Fiona.
いいさ。さあそろそろ戻ろう。
You probably just need a nap. Tales of Guno Funaki. Do not say Guno. That's bad. Is she... Oh yeah, okay, so the title that she has now puts her in the OG outfit. You can see Asbel's purple eye in his sprite now, though. Look at you, King. Gloated up. Goated with the sauce. I guess that's the main thing to keep in mind. The thing that had been possessing Richard left Richard's body and is now inside Asbel, but Asbel, unlike everybody else who has gotten possessed by Lambda, was just like, let's work together. And Lambda was like, fascinating. Anyways, I'm going to sleep. and made Asbel's eye purple. Congratulations, Asbel. Oh yeah, costumes. Yeah, costumes. The only thing though is that because the costumes are tied to, well, they're tied to titles, I think. So I have to like flick around. I don't actually remember how to... I have to check the library again. It literally taught me this. And I'm just like, I don't remember. I don't know shit. You tried to copy your eyes but could only make it halfway. Is that what it is? Is that what we're gonna say it is? How many titles are there? So many. That's great. No, but I want... Where's the... There's at least one, yes, me, my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's evil spirit that has possessed us both fan art. I'll share it if I find one. That's great. That's good. There should be that. You said you wanted to 100% this game in my second playthrough. Not right now. Status menu. No, I want... Where is the guide on how to menu? Defects learning aren't acquiring titles. Mastering titles. How many titles are there? So many. Still makes me giggle. But if right now, no. I literally have another stream tonight. We're not doing that. We're not doing all that. You may want to, but we're not doing all that. This wouldn't be in battle basics, would it? No. Well, I love being head empty. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like it should be in... Oh, there we go. It's here. Speaking of, send Malos for Bruno to devour. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pin the link to my Maros on the in the waiting room for the Q&A. I have a swimsuit only. Baby. There we go. This is what I want to do. I have his other outfit. Like, I pulled the costumes out. I know I opened them all. Of the ones that came with the pre-order bonus. I just don't have them unlocked via title yet, I don't think. So I guess I'll stay in default for right now. First our cookies, then our Maros. Will this woman stop? Never. I'm unfortunately hungry all the time. I need food. You would not deny a Buno of her sustenance, would you? I didn't think so. I might want the sustenance more. No. Something you need to do to unlock the costumes. I don't know if you want to find out on your own or want the tip. I guess I'll find out on my own for right now. I know it's related. It's probably related to, like, I got the titles for the costumes and now they have to grind out the costume title to get the actual outfit. I have to assume. For a sec, I thought she just wanted to go Hanaki. Ohana! She doesn't know the key part yet. She's baby.
仕方ない。
大丈夫だ。ソフィーが大事に育てたから、たくさん種をつけてる。来年も花を咲かせるよ。
ねえ、アスベル。
アスベル、今日こそはちゃんと話を聞いてもらいますよ。
Scary thing to hear from your mother.
母さん。またあの話か。
あなたももうすぐ20歳。身を固めることを考えてもいい年齢です。
Mom, leave me alone. I want to think about marriage. I have so many other things to worry about. I literally am the guardian of a child. It's not like I need to get married to have kids.
何度も言いましたけど、俺にはまだ早いですよ。
Mother, oh my god. So true. I guess Carrie is a grandma since Asbel adopted Sophie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She already has a grandchild.
ちっとも早くありませんよ。ねえ、フレデリック。
ケリー様のおっしゃる通りでございます。
Aw, I saved the world. I don't need to think about marriage.
身を固め、後継ぎを残すことも 漁師としての大事な務めなのですよ。
Mandatory marriage to have a friggin' heir or whatever. Mother, the world almost ended a year ago. Think about the economy. Mother, I'm still trying to rebuild our city that's been, like, destroyed because every time people wanted to mess with me, they decided to mess with Lant. Mom, I'm married to the grind. But Mom, I'm trying to become a Sigma. My Alpha Chad podcast says that I don't need a woman. Frederick has an agenda here. Yeah, the agenda is marry my granddaughter. Pretty please.
それは分かっていますが。
あなたがちゃんと考えてくれているなら、私も何度も言いません。それなのにあなたと来たら、まだ早いとごまかしてばかり。
Then, can you, like, give him a second to figure out what he's gonna do regarding it? God.
いえ、ですからそれは。
Mom, I'm already married to Lambda. No, don't say that. Lambda presents as a child. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
あなた宛てにたくさん来ている縁談のことですけど。
I can't read, Mom. I can't read the offer letters.
その中の気に入った娘さんととりあえず会ってみるだけでも。
Mom, why does it have to be a girl? The options are so limited. Oh shit, hi Bailey.
どうした？
東の街道に例のモンスターが。急ぎ援軍をお願いします。
分かった。すぐに行く。
Girl, Mom, please. Same. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for zooming in on the dead flowers. I guess I needed to see that. The Sopherias are dying. It's a symbol. It's a symbol for how eventually Sophie's gonna. Anyway. Speaking of items, I should restock some of these probably. I guess the main thing I lost is life bottles. I need to buy life bottles. Hello. Can I have life bottles, please? Life bottle. Yahoo! Honestly, pleasantly surprised I didn't use that many, like, healing items. It's called art. Interesting that he's first named San even when he's the Lord now. Because Asbel's just such a friendly guy. He probably was like, please don't call me Sama. That's cringe. Get her some water. Just needs some manure. Just give the child water and fertilizer. I'm sure it's fine, probably. I guess I will keep going this way. Is this correct? No. Why can't I see the freaking arrow? I think I'm blind. Hold on. Where is my guide arrow? Where the frick? The map is hiding the arrow? Well, that's stupid. Oh, there it is. You're right. Going closer seems to have helped. Waypoint bugged out. It sure did. Video games. But it's okay. Crisis averted. Yeah, I guess we're good. Hello. I'm here now. Oh, jeez. I thought it had big Hongula hooves, but I think it's crossing its arms. Much like how Ifrit did in Symphonia. This is forever ago because it was from like the early part of the playthrough, but I think I definitely brought up how I used to think that Ifrit had giant titties. But then I realized eventually that it was just folding its arms because it has multiple arms. Same thing here, I think. Same thing here, I think. She's single. Oh, come on. Instant stun? What is that for? These combos get harder to do when I don't have a team backing me up. Ow. I guess that's bound to happen. Come on. I stun and for what? Friends are your power, they are, and they're not here, so I'm powerless. I'm glad you've caught on. There you go. They are so cute. Without sharing a tank, the hits were vulnerable.
助かりました。怪我はありませんか。私は大丈夫です。しかし兵士の方々が。バリ、この人をラントまで案内してあげてくれ。はい。
Right away, sir. 3 words to say what is said in Japanese in 1.
最近モンスターによる被害が増えてきていますね。
True.
そうだな。この1ヶ月で被害件数が上がっている。
一時はだいぶ減ったんですがね。
これ以上被害が拡大しないよう、まずは街道の警備を強化してくれ。
わかりました。手配しておきます。
何も起こらなければいいんだが。ソフィー、俺たちも戻ろう。
Oh, she's on and out again. Asba, what if you died in that fight?
そうか。
It was 2 random monsters. But what if you died, though? Such perfectly parted twin tails. They are very uniform. But I guess that's because we have to remember that she is a girl who was manufactured. So there's something like manufactured to the perfection of it. Back to the steel. Seed. Okay. Sophie giving apologies for what you did in my dream energy. Apologize for what you did in my dream. Yeah, true. She's like, you died in my dream. That's kind of fricked up. And Asbel's like, I literally... What do you want me to do? And she's like, that's so fricked up of you. And he's like, I'm sorry? Not used to this rebellious phase. Asbel taxidermy cat meme. Good meme. I understood that reference. Oh my god, she literally is asking him about death. Baby. He's like, I'm 19. I won't die ever, actually. I'm 19, therefore I'll never die. Because that's what everybody thinks when they are 19 and then like throughout most of their early 20s. Baby.
ソフィーの気持ちはとても嬉しいよ。けど、それでもどうしようもないこともあるんだ。例えば、不慮の事故にあったり、重い病気にかからないとも限らないし。
I could catch a disease or fall down the stairs. There's so many other more likely examples that you could say. I mean, I guess his point is that there's like accidents and then disease is a separate thing. But why is his first thought of an incident trip and fall down the stairs? That sounds very specific. The only two weaknesses at 19 years old. So true. Disease and falling down the stairs like an idiot. Live like a clown, die like one. As well as been in real mortal peril sort of recently, he might be more aware of his mortality. Yeah, probably. I mean, stairs are everywhere. So true. Also, as someone who chronically trips rather often, I could also potentially die on stairs. Stairs are kind of scary.
もし運よくそうならなくても、寿命が来ればいつかは。
Do you know the odds of me falling down the stairs when I'm an old man, Sophie? They're pretty high. And when I fall, there's a chance I wouldn't be able to get up again.
けど、それは何十年も先の話だ。
That's probably decades away. God, Asbel, you are so bad at reassuring this child. Where is Sharia? I'm revoking your guardian privileges and giving them to Sharia for the moment because this is not doing great.
すぐだよ。10年も20年も30年もあっという間に経っちゃう。
Damn, she said you might die when you're 40. Because she only went up to like 30 years from now. That's funny. He's trying his best, but it's not good enough. It's something.
ちょっと前までは私よりアスベルの方が背が低かった。
She's got a point.
アスベルは走るのが今よりずっと遅かった。
Disagree. I was Naruto running very intensely in the child arc.
だけど私はずっとこのまま。何年経っても変わらない。私はみんなと違うから。
She's just like time to be
人
depressed.
じゃないからみんなに置いていかれてしまうの。
Puberty shocked her. I mean, she had been their age, or well, she had been a bit older than them when she first met them. So then after the 7-year time skip, when she came back looking the exact same and all of them had grown up into early adulthood because they're like averaging like 18 or so, besides Hubert, who's 2 years younger, I would be shocked too if I was her. She was used to being the taller one, the one who was more like strong. She was used to feeling like she needed to protect them, and now they're like all taller than her and can like physically protect her in ways that she can't do for them anymore. That sort of shift in dynamic can be shocking. It's just interesting that she's bringing it up again after kind of having to deal with this in the main story. But I guess now that she's had that scare about Asbel dying, she's like thinking about it even more again.
Sophie.
And Asbel's like, oh god, how do I deal with this? How do I explain to my kind of immortal friend that, she's kind of right? Oh, the dramatic run. Hit her with the be like that? Me.
ソフィー様と何かあったのですか？帰ってくるなりお部屋にこもられております。
We did not fight. She's just emotional over things.
ソフィー。
ところでアスベル様が留守の際にこれが届きました。リチャード陛下からです。
Finally, my proposal from Anyway, give me that. It's from my suitor.
フレデリック、バリーを呼んでくれ。
Paper. What'd it say?
かしこまりました。
A brief letter from a dear friend requesting your cooperation. It says all it needs to. Yeah, because he doesn't need that many words to express his love. Oh no, Richard wants to marry Bailey. Yeah, Asbel summoning Bailey to the office so they can duel for Richard. Yo, Richard wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese, but he needs a +1. I like that your thought is Chuck E. Cheese. Asbel not excited about marriage proposal? You know, gimme. No, I want Asbel to marry Richard, is the thing. And I'm sure that's what Asbel would choose too if he could. Asbel strikes me as the kind of guy who would be, like, talking to Richard over tea or something, and they're just, like, shooting the shit. And Asbel's, like, complaining about how his mom's been pressuring him to get married and, like, produce an heir and all of that usual, like, patriarchal bullshit. And then, Asbel's just like, you know, Richard, I think my life would be so much easier if you were a girl. And Richard just, like, coughs on his tea and is just like, what do you mean by this? But Asbel doesn't elaborate. That seems like a real conversation they would have, I fear. Richard and Asbel together in the ball pit. Lambda is the third wheel. Don't do that to Lambda. That child deserves to be in the ball pit the most. Yeah, just put the fanfic on the notepad. Okay, stopping stream to write fanfic then. You know, Tsu or whatever.
書状には何と？
モンスターの被害が拡大している件についてだ。ウィンドルの各地、ストラタ、フェンデルでも同様の事態が起こっているらしい。
それは見過ごせませんね。
Dang. Why not write fanfic on stream? Because that gets into dicey copyright territory. Finger guns. Time to bring back Fictitious Friday, but it's all just Yuno reading this fanfic. You don't know what I'm writing during Fictitious Friday.
何か対策はあるのですか？
Lambda and Sophie would get trapped in the McDonald's place tunnels. I disagree. I think Sophie could navigate the tunnels. I think Lambda would be the one who gets lost. And so Sophie has to go back in to get him. Just try to show the inner machinations of her mind. Because I'm verbally talking about the machinations of my mind and you guys are like, yeah, yeah. Shut up, Fujo. You are rejecting me and my interests, and therefore, why would I?
モンスターの住処となっている場所の一つをリチャードが突き止めたそうだ。
Good job, Richard.
三国で協力してそこを叩く。
では書状はアスベル様への協力要請ですね。
The letter was a few words, the only words that were necessary, and it's just Richard being like, please come help us beat up the nest, PN.
察しがいいな。しばらくラントを開けることになる。
そういうことでしたら、留守はお任せください。
ありがとう、バリー。
Thanks, Bailey.
明日にはオートに出発する。
わかりました。
Whoopee!
ソフィー様もお連れになられるのですよね。
もちろんそのつもりだが、どうしたものかな。
Child is feeling away. Richard sees some glow-in-the-dark vampire teeth in the ticket exchange against a flashback of when he was possessed. But he didn't have sharp teeth when he was possessed. Just because his hair turned silver doesn't mean that he was a vampire. Well, expecting a Patreon fanfic post? No. I think that... I don't know if it goes against Patreon's terms of service, but they probably are a bit strict about written fan work. It's not the teeth part that gives him a flashback. Yeah, but glow-in-the-dark teeth have really shitty glow, so that wouldn't remind him of it either. Be for real. You're right, he would have been glittering and sparkling.
Sophie?
Oh wow, she gone. No, my rebellious child ran away from home. Now I know how my mom feels.
Sophie?
ソフィー様でしたら先にお出かけになられましたが。
どこに行くと言っていた？
いえ、行き先までは。
朝からどうしたのですか？
What do you mean racket? I was having one conversation.
ソフィーがいないんです。
そんなに慌てなくてもきっとどこかのお花畑にでも行ってるのでしょ。ソフィーは私が探しておきます。だから安心してオートへ行ってらっしゃい。
けど、
アスベル様はご出発なされた方が。
I don't know if I like this.
私たちにお任せください。
Not that I think that Carrie and Frederick are doing anything malicious, but I don't really like that we're being forced to leave Sophie behind. If she finds out that Aswell went to the capital without her, that's gonna make her upset. The frickin' r/misconnections of it all is going to create more of a rift between them.
しかし、
Mom is making fun of Sophie for being a freeloader. Yeah, be nice. She's an orphan. Where else is she supposed to go?
お急ぎになりませんと陛下がお待ちですよ。
Hey, don't use Richard against me like this. man.
わかった。ソフィーのこと頼んだぞ。
Don't fumble the bag, please.
はい。
Asbel?
Pascal tried to take over a Chuck E. Cheese just so that she could own the ball pit and tinker with the animatronics. Pascal wouldn't give a fuck, to be honest. She'd be maybe a little interested in the animatronics, but she would not care about any other aspect of a Chuck E. Cheese. She sees how slow the animatronics move, thinks that she can make them move faster, but then when they move faster, it's like extremely demonic.
ポートから戻ったら例のお話考えてちょうだいね。
I don't have to. I'm going to meet Richard.
だからその話は。
そんなに断るということは、もしかしてもう決めた方がいるのですか？
Yes, I just said so.
それはいるようないないような。
はっきりしない子ね。心に決めた方がいるなら、このお話はお断りしても構わないのよ。大事なことなのだから、あなたの意思で決めなさい。いいわね。
母さん、この話は戻ってからにしましょう。では急ぎますので。
Second important decision is selling her second son. Don't hold that against her. She and Hubert have made up regarding that. Son, you must rush this to very important decision so you can have kids for me. You need an heir, Asbel. You need to hurry up and choose a suitor so that way you can have an heir. Having an heir is more important than anything else you could possibly be doing. Meh. The mom tried to send letters to Hubert and they were never delivered. I think it's more that they were never answered. According to my understanding. Or she gave Asbel the address to do so. Yeah, I think Asbel had the option to send letters, but just didn't. Because he didn't answer any of Sheria's letters either. They're just kind of like that, unfortunately. Money. I vaguely remember a skit where Hubert says he didn't receive any letters. It was Sheria who I remember vividly saying she never got responses back to her letters. I think if Hubert didn't get any of the letters that were sent from his mom or from Asbel or whatever, it was probably because the general or whoever took custody of him wasn't letting him read them. I feel like is the more likely scenario. But I also personally would not be surprised if he did receive the letters and just chose not to respond to them because he was mad. Sometimes you are big mad. Why are you making me go this super convoluted way? So I'm trying to check where the frickin' waypoint would be, but it's not letting me, so I guess I just have to walk on foot. I think it's implied the stepdad was walking them. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Sounds in character from what we know. I am just little guy running across this big whole world all by myself. Performing little guy activities. Where's the rest of my party? I miss my cast. Luckily, I'm good at running very fast and avoiding things. I've traversed so much of the world in only 2 minutes. Love this for me. But, like, am I wrong for saying this is very convoluted? Like, these waypoints are kind of goofy for real. It's actually a skill I run into everyone while trying not to. Going outside is dangerous. You go outside and there's always a chance somebody could recognize you and be like, oh my god, Yuno, I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been? What have you been up to? I didn't even realize you were still here. This is technically the post-game. Can't you just skip walking to places? I just said if I knew where I needed to go. But all they said was that I needed to go see Richard. I guess you could argue I could have just, like, gone to the capital, but it wasn't lit up with, like, the quest notifications, so it was hard to figure out, like, where I needed to go. Because there's a chance that Richard wouldn't be here, you know? I should be in the cat town. That's what I mean. I'm following the waypoint because that's the one guide, but, like, I could have assumed he would be in Verona because it would make sense that he'd be there. But what if he wasn't? Then I would just have to guess all of the towns. This way? No. Waypoint in Richard's bedroom. I freaking wish, man. Well, that's like the secret way. But no, I genuinely would love to see what Richard's bedroom looks like, but we've barely been inside the castle. We were there, like, for his coronation, and then I think we didn't really show up there for the rest of the storyline. This way, okay. I get to see him.
Asbel, 久しぶりね。元気そうでよかったわ。
Oh, hi, Sheria. She sounds different.
Sheria.
What was that reaction?
どうしたの？変な顔して。
いや、ここで会うとは思っていなかったから。
救護団にも陛下から協力要請があったのよ。
そうか。シェリアがいるなら心強いな。
Doesn't want to look at a woman.
なんかねえよ、アスベル。
なんでもない。
This is so out of character.
あ、そうだ、シェリア。 救護団の仕事はどうなんだ？
I don't like that.
救護の要請が多くて世界中飛び回ってるわ。ストラタやフェンデルにも何度言ったかわからないくらい。
逆を言えば、それだけモンスターの被害が世界各地に残っているってことか。
私の仕事が多いということはそういうことになるわね。忙しいことを喜べる仕事ではないのは確かだわ。ところでソフィーは一緒じゃないの？
それが。
ソフィー、具合でも悪いの？
いや、体は平気なんだが。
ラント卿、それとセリアさん。
Oh, hey.
わざわざ来てくれて感謝する。
Guy who was previously evil, but I guess now is not.
デールコー、ご無沙汰しております。
陛下は謁見の間でお待ちだ。中へ入ってくれ。
So while seeing these expressions animations with this animation style, like Symphonia and Vesperia are stiff compared to this, I would agree. I can see why you'd think that way. I think, personally, something that throws me off about this art style is the fact that their mouths are always kind of open in a weird way. It reminds me of VTuber puppeting. Like, the way they talk sometimes, they're like, ah, because, like, I guess the animation was not, like, fully used to adjusting to the mouth flaps. I always get so distracted during the scenes. I don't think you can tell because I don't really have, like, that precise of eye tracking, but, like, I'm always honed in on how their mouths do not close right. They are not moving very realistically with the mouth flaps. It's a bit weird looking. But the expressions are really good. Like, the rest of the face looks great. It's just those mouths, man. Imagine entering and hearing those Yuno noises. Yeah. Ooh, Richard got a new fit. My baby. He still has the thigh-high boots. Stop! Stop it! Punches the wall. Punches the wall. Punches the wall.
シェリアさん、よく来てくれた。
リチャード。
Where is your child?
いや、なんでもないよ。すまない、アスベル。忙しいのに無理をさせてしまったのではないかい。
リチャードの頼みだ。俺が断るわけないだろ。
It's all for Richard.
断るわけないか。君は変わらないな。
Choose on a rock to feel better.
僕はみんなに迷惑をかけたのに、こうして今も生きている。だから、
He noticed his eye.
モンスターに討
Aww.
伐することは僕の償いであり、義務なのに。君の力を借りなくては、それすらままならないなんて情けない。
It's okay to ask for help, buddy.
リチャード。
遅くなってすみません、陛下。
Wow, we really are squatting up. Finally, a party. You two have been spending a lot of time together.
教官、ご無沙汰しております。ヒューバートも久しぶりだな。これでパスカルがいたら、かつての仲間が勢ぞろいになったのにな。
パスカルさんは教官と一緒に来るはずでしたよね。
出港時刻になっても港に姿を見せなかったので置いてきた。
Ah, I see.
何をやっているんだか。まったく相変わらずですね。
じゃあ、一通り揃ったところで、そろそろ話を始めようか。
Will be meeting time.
この1ヶ月ほどストラタでもモンスターの被害は急速に増しています。
The cool entrance music. It's so good. I've missed them, my children. It's only been a week. I've missed them, my children. They've been parted for like a year from each other, so it's been a while.
フェンデルも状況は似ている。モンスターの絶対数は減ったが、被害規模は膨れ上がっている。
その点はウィンドルも同じだ。
See, I'm fawning over Richard because I like him a lot as a character, but also his Seiyu plays one of my favorite love interests in an otome game I played. So every time I hear him talk, I kind of just get this like, I have this like moment. Because this tone is like very similar to the one that he uses for the character in the otome, so I'm just like, yep, 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 yep. This is good for me. This is the pandering I deserve. The true reason has been revealed. No, it's not the true reason. It's definitely a reason. I didn't know that they had the same Seiyu until I started playing this game, and I was like, why does he sound kind of like this character from this otome? And then I realized they're the same. I do like them both separately as characters. Just sharing a Seiyu is a nice bonus.
調査はしていますが、これといって確かな成果はありません。しかし、リチャード陛下がモンスターの温床を発見したと聞きましたが。
騎士団がモンスター討伐中にグローアンディの地下あたりで偶然発見した遺跡があるんだ。中はラムダの生み出したモンスターの巣になっていたそうだ。
どこかに巣があると思っていたが、そんなところにいたのか。
モンスターが集まる場所か。調べれば何かわかるかもしれない。
それに巣を潰すことができれば今後の被害を十分に軽減できるわ。
その遺跡というのがアンマルチア族の残したものなんだ。
Gasp. Not the Amarchians.
なるほど。それでパスカルさんを呼んだんですね。確かに彼女がいれば心強い。
We're gonna find her. She just probably got distracted by something. ADHD brain, you know how it is.
だが、いない人間は当てにはできん。今回はパスカル抜きでやるしかないだろう。
そうですね。ところで、兄さん、ソフィーはどうしたんです？
Everybody asking where Sophie is because they're used to the two of them being together.
ソフィーのことは改めて話すよ。今は遺跡の調査が優先だ。
Don't like this.
アスベル。
They're setting up for something bad. I don't like it. I don't like this forced separation.
ならば、早々に出発しよう。構いませんか、陛下。
遺跡の入り口は王と地下です。皆さん、よろしく頼みます。
Let's go. I can put him in my party. It's been 84 years. Get the frick out of here, Malik. Yeah! This is the best. This is actually the best thing ever, I fear. This is actually the best thing ever, I fear. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah! Yeah! I still find it funny that Hubert is dubbed Neji and Pascal is dubbed Sakura. It's not that funny. Like, I've said this before, but like, dubbing is so limited, especially back in this era. There were so few people who could do dubbing the way that, like, as opposed to now, where people who grew up on hearing dubs have now gotten into dubbing. So there's like a much wider variety for casts. back then, dubbing was so niche that, like, the same handful of actors were the ones doing it all the time. You should have accessories, and I highly recommend giving Richard glasses. Not yet, but maybe soon.
アスベル、久しぶりだな。
ご無沙汰しています、教官。リチャードもヒューバートも。
なあ、久しぶり。
僕は時々二人とも顔を合わせていましたけどね。
I see you. You guys have been meeting up without me, huh? You've been meeting up without me, huh?
え、そうなのか？
Yeah, he's upset about it.
ヒューバートはストラタの防星モンスター対策本部の責任者だからね。三国間の連絡会で何度か。
僕は任務でフェンデルにも行きましたから、その説は教官にはお世話になりました。
いや、俺は相当の代理で時々陛下にご面会いただいていた。
These three just bragging about how often they've gotten to hang out. Asbel's just like, I've done business in Lant, and only in Lant. I've spent a lot of time with Sophie. Yeah, and Sophie. And also Sophie. You say that, but where is she now? Where's that nest?
なんだよ。だったら俺も呼んでくれたらよかったのに。
まったく、僕たちは遊んでいたわけではないんですよ。
He's like, why have I not been invited to the boys' parties? I want to be invited to the parties. Little bro stealing his man. Many such cases. It's always the little brother. They're so freaking silly. Actually, do I have equipment for Richard? I feel like I should see if I have anything that's good for him. Signs pointing to no. Oh, true. Is it time to give him Fatal Attraction? This is the best option. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it. You need a gem. Slow, maybe? Curse or weak? You can have a slow charm. Gotta give him a fit. Because everyone thought Sophie stole Asbel from them. You know what? That is a fair assessment. Especially because they did imply, at least when they were children, that Asbel had a big crush on her. People do probably think that there's, like, a special connection between them, but Asbel's just like, I'm good. Richard still hasn't met the cats, and he probably will not. Although it'd be funny to imagine how he'd react to them. Just being like, what in the actual heck are these? Is this the right way? I cannot tell. I feel like it's not. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack. Oh no! Good job chaining those arts, everyone. GG's. I'm lost. But here's hoping I can find where I'm going. This way? Yeah, this feels more right. Wise words.
救護団の仕事大変そうだな。
Asbel only has eyes for Richard. He's just like Sophie as a friend. No, it seems like they're really trying to push Asbel and Sharia right now, which I had a feeling was probably going to happen. But I don't really like that they're making Asbel act out of character by forcing him to have this realization about Sharia, and thus it's making him be the awkward one while Sharia is clueless. It's just, there's something about that role reversal that I don't feel like makes sense for their characters. And it's not like I don't like Asbel and Sharia as a pair. If they are going to end up endgame, I think they're cute. There's something about, like, that. I still feel weird about that whole interaction with Asbel being, like, super stiff and blushy around her. Like, he's been blushy around her before, but never stiff. And I just felt like that was a little bit too ham-fisted. Feels like Asbel had the realization off screen. Yeah, that feels accurate to what I'm thinking about it. I do still think they're very cute. It's just like, the role reversal doesn't make sense. Asbel's hella clueless, weird having him realize instead of Sharia. Well, Sharia already knows that she has feelings for Asbel. It's just that she doesn't realize that now Asbel is crushing on her. Like, that it's mutual now, I guess. Like, she's always had that crush, and she's always been, like, really close to confessing, but never has fully said it. And that dynamic, I think, can be fun. But, like, Asbel had this off-screen realization, I guess. And now he gets doki-doki around her. And I just don't think it really makes sense, especially because Sharia is, like, so used to them having closeness as friends and is, like... She'll, like, get up in his face and be like, what's wrong with you? And that supposedly makes him flustered now all of a sudden. I don't really like it when there's, like, that sort of change in physicality, maybe? I don't know. Alex still doesn't have a current love interest. Might still have some feelings for that one girl in the past. It's confirmed in a lot of the, like, side content in the base game that he still has, like, lingering feelings for her and just hasn't moved on. It's true though, from what I understand, and that does, you saying that does also confirm to me that Hubert and Pascal are going to be endgame, and I don't like that either, but holds my head. Ship dynamics is a whole thing. But I can deal with it. Like, I still think they're kind of cute. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't start getting what I want until games like Zesty. I can buy that this change happened, but they're not even trying to sell it to us. They're just trying to, like, force them together. It's just, like, they're relatively close in age. We need to force these four characters to be paired up. Sophie's a child, Richard's a king, Malik is grieving. That is our party, I guess.
ええ、でもやりがいがあるわ。あのね、アスベル。今ならわかるの。7年前、アスベルが騎士になりたいと思った時の気持ち。
Malik Asbel, now you're thinking with portals. That's big brain expansion. Teacher student. Sharia could be conscious about the difference in their stations, that's why she's keeping away or something, but that's the exact opposite of what the rest of her family has been like. Well, I say the rest of her family, but that's the exact opposite of what Frederick's been pushing for. There's literally that whole side plot that we did leading up to post-game where Frederick was trying to force the two of them to be alone so that they could have a love story. And even Carrie's like, if you have someone else you love, Asbel, I'll burn all of those other proposal letters so that we can focus on her. Like, they're really trying to get the two of them to be together. It's just that Asbel doesn't want to admit to his feelings for Sharia. I won't say I'm in love. And then Sharia is, like, already aware of her feelings, but feels like Asbel is too dense, but she hasn't been direct enough. So they've just been, like, super miscommunicating. So now Sharia thinks that she doesn't stand a chance because Asbel hasn't been reciprocating her until now. And now Asbel has this awkwardness around her because he's realized that he's attracted to her as a woman. So it's just like, it's not really a miscommunication thing. It's just they're not on the same wavelength when it comes to approaching this relationship. Also, if you do factor in the fact that Asbel is a noble, he is going to have to go about it the like old-fashioned courtship way, which is a whole thing. Did you read the character references when Asbel looks at the marriage proposals? They're from past Tales games. I only know of Anna's from Tales of the Abyss, and she has the same VA as Sherry English voice. I didn't know you could read them. I didn't know there was a way to go read the proposals. I'm not at that point yet, I guess. They've been shuffling me around. I guess if I had, like, gone and talked to somebody else, I could have read the proposals. But it is funny that the references are coming, that it's coming from other Tales girls.
7年前の
みんなを守るために強くなりたいって気持ち。
そうか。
応援してくれる？
当たり前だろ。頑張れよ。
ええ。
男は若くして現実を思い知り、女は老いて理想を追うか。
資源ですね。誰の言葉ですか？
M シザース。
Not that stupid pose. I hate you, Malik. I love you, but I hate you.
どこかで聞いたな。って、共感じゃないですか。
The stupid pose. I have had enough of this man. Video games. I love you, video games. There's weapons around the lineage and legacy section that are references to past games too. Okay, well that's the section that I have just began, so I guess I'll find it, but also please do not give me any spoilers. I don't want to have to don't make me fucking tap the sign, guys. I really don't want to have to tap the fucking sign. Yeah, Richard, yes, this is post-game. I get to work with Richard right now. I don't know if he's a permanent party member, but I do get to keep him for a little bit, and I love him. Do you see him? I love him. His eyelashes are so long. Legendary, actually? No, it's very legendary. It's just so funny. They drive me crazy.
Groandi の下にこんな空間があったなんて。
僕も知らなかったよ。
ウォールブリッジの地下にも似たような遺跡があったな。
確かによく似ているね。
We need to slap the sign so hard it makes a gong sound. The gong would be such a good bit. Anytime someone in chat's like, did you know you can find this thing? I'm just like, oh, really? I stop what I'm doing. I pause the game. I mute the capture. I stay there for several seconds, and then there's just suddenly a very loud gong as I'm just like, no spoilers! Gong, 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 gong. No spoilers! Gong, 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 gong. And then I put the gong away and I go back to playing the game like nothing happened. Deserved audio violence. That'd be a nice thing to pre-record. I've got this. I'll set it up. I'll have a special little place where I play it whenever nonsense happens. I'll have it on deck. I was trying to avoid spoilers and I thought mentioning the weapons wasn't a spoiler. I mean, it's not inherently a story spoiler, but it takes a lot of the fun out of the exploration if I know what I'm supposed to be looking for. This is a blind playthrough. I have never experienced this game before, so I'm trying to experience it by myself. I think it's more fun if I can organically find things. Time to set up an alert. Ring bell in case of spoiler. Perfect job for Pundable. No, if Pundable was doing it, it would be way more baby-sounding shrill. This was meant to be regular shrill.
アンマルチア族が同時代に作ったものなんでしょうね。
何の目的で作ったのかしら。
パスカルさんなら何かわかると思うんだけど。
Pascal would be full of theories if only she wasn't dead. She's just like, stop talking like I'm dead. I just got distracted. It's like I can still hear her voice. King Richard, you're kind of mean sometimes.
仕方がありません。僕たちで調べましょう。
Perhaps he says as if he wasn't the one who wanted Pascal to be there for this. Okay, Hubert.
モンスターの気配が強い。気を引き締めてかかろう。
Is this Richard after he's cured? Yes, he has been cured. We beat the main story last time, so that's where we are at
な
now.
んとへ来る客から聞いたぞ。リチャードの評判。世界中で大活躍だって。
You've been doing such a good job, Richard.
今やストラタ国内でも陛下は大統領閣下よりも人気者です。陛下のブロマイドが売られているくらいですからね。
Trading cards? That's funny.
フェンデルでも相当と比べるとどちらが人気かわからんくらいだな。
Guys, stop. You're gonna embarrass him.
僕は人気取りをするためにモンスターの討伐をしているわけではないんだ。
Baby?
僕がやったことでフェンデルとストラタは大きな経済的な損失を負った。その補填をするためウィンドルは巨大な負債を負うことになってしまった。それでも僕の王としての信頼は金では買えない。
陛下、その人気が世界の人々の陛下への信頼の証です。総統や大統領閣下も嫉妬するくらいの。
Everyone agrees Richard tried to end the world, but also he Tweety? He did try to destroy the world, but also finally everybody understands that he did it because he was possessed. The people understand now. They get it. Is Richard top or bottom? The truly enlightened know that there is no reason to have dynamics when everybody can switch. I actually think Richard would be a switch. He will do whatever makes Asbel happy. He's a service whatever. Service switch. Well, it took them forever. Yeah, I've been screaming it at my screen this entire playthrough, but finally the people understand.
マリク、ありがとう。でも、あれだけは。
Base Buno knows the secret to shipping happiness. Why care about who is strictly the top or strictly the bottom when everybody can switch and everybody is happy? Most people in life are switches. You might be a switch with a preference, but most people in life can switch when they find a person that they really love. There's very few who are like true switches, I guess. You might just be a switch with a preference. Sponsored by Nintendo. Don't say that.
あれってなんだ？
進化の中には僕の人形やキーホルダー、天津さえリチャードまんじゅうを作ってその売り上げで借金を返そうと計画している者もいるんだ。
He says manju, and the picture literally has like manju in the background, and yet they localized it to fruit snacks? I guess. But like, you could have easily just said like buns or like cookies or cupcakes, and that would have made more sense because a manju is like a pastry. Why'd they choose fruit snacks? They're so stupid. I love them so much. They're so stupid. Richard became a marketing ploy to pay debt. Well, they saw how popular Richard is, and so the kingdom was like, well, if we need to make back our money, let's just sell a bunch of Richard memorabilia. They talked about trading cards, but now there's even more than that. And I just think that's very funny and silly. Literally going to throw up, I think. They're so cute. Literally going to throw up by fear. I can't do this, dude. If I get any more battle endings with them, I'm actually cooked. The localization of foods and drinks is always so odd to me, considering the foods of different cultures. We don't rename curry, for instance. Well, I guess curry is a bit more understood. I feel like an English speaker... I'm really good at English, guys. An English speaker might not necessarily understand what a manju is, because it's hard to kind of directly translate it. But if I was localizing it, I would just liken it to a cookie or a cupcake or things like that that have, like, the face on it. It doesn't make sense to make it be fruit snacks just because it's not at all comparable. And the image also doesn't show anything like a fruit snack. I guess if you're not looking at it, it's fine, because those little like cut-in artworks tend to disappear pretty quickly. But I was looking at it and I was like, but none of those things are fruit snacks. How are you supposed to understand what they're talking about? You're very good at speeching. Stop! Leave me alone! I hate this place, dude. Oh, fudge. Yeah. Oh, down they go. Oh, I have to play as one of these three because the other two fell. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I've never played any of them. The only time I've played a different character was when I played Sophie, and I didn't like her playstyle, so I switched back to Asbel, and I haven't switched out of it since. So, this is great for me. Well, I'm definitely not going to play the healer. I guess I have to choose between Hubert and Malik. Time to spend more time alone together. Wait, well, we don't get to see it. I mean, we'll probably get to see it after this fight. But, I guess I'm playing Hubert. Let me set your arts, buddy. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, they're gonna have to accept I'm probably not gonna do any healing. I don't even know what moves to use for him. Sure. Best used defensively, not for combos. Okay. Gravity Blast. Beast Blaster. Covering fire, I guess? Sure. Sure. Healer's overrated anyways. I mean, I can play a healer in other games, but because this game is combo heavy, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just work here. Yeah, she's got like these, and then she has like all these healing spells. I don't trust myself with healing spells. I do not trust myself with healing spells. Well, she does have Indignation as like an actual spell. Love that for you, Queen. Gravity Blast, Cross Mirage, and Beast Blaster are spells that have cast time. Okay. Well, maybe this will be an easy fight. Maybe everything's fine. Nice job not hitting it. I love video games. I'm so good at them. Ow. Oh good, he also summons bugs. Great, great. Epic. Shot art. I don't have anything super good here. I guess when he does it like really close, I can't like change the area. Let's see. Well, that combo wasn't too bad, actually. Ouch. Oof. First life bottle of the post game. Yippee. Oh, it switched my target. That's awkward. Whoa. Big spell, okay. Let's go! Oh, it's Nova bursting. Oh boy. Stop wombo comboing me! Please! Oh right, I forgot this boss does this. Boy. There we go, give me this healing, and then...
戦場では勝ったやつが正義だとな。
Could have been worse. I like how Malik's holding his chest and I'm just like, bro, I don't think I ever saw you get hit. Yeah, see? I've never touched him, so now I'm getting the tutorial on his arts. Hubert can use short-range dual-blade arts with A and long-range twin-shot arts with B. That was silly. Meanwhile, these two. At least you're alive, Bessie.
大丈夫か、リチャード。ああ、僕は大丈夫だ。
Finally getting to use character titles in the post game. Ahaha. I can't help it. I just liked playing Asbel the most.
そのようだね。
I like how in her original line she doesn't even call for Richard. She's just like, Asbel, are you guys okay? But in the localization they make it so that she didn't forget Richard.
俺もリチャードも無事だ。先に進んでどこかで合流しよう。分かった。気をつけてね。なんだかまるで子供の時と同じだな。
あの時はソフィーも一緒だったよ。
そうだったな。
アスベル。
リチャード。
アスベル。 君の中のラムダは今どうなっているんだ。何か君に語りかけてきたり、
Oh, he's so worried.
するようなことがあるかい。
He's like, I really don't want you to be manipulated like I was. Please do not get manipulated. One is her husband, the other is her rival for the hand in marriage. I suppose, or not so much her husband is like the one she wants to marry. I feel like that was an important detail. She doesn't call for Richard, but as well mentions Richard. I know, it's the little things. Hee. Smile. They really do be feeding me crumbs.
いや、そういったことは今のところないな。
僕はラムダを取り込んだために心ならずもソフィーと戦うことになってしまった。
Reminds me of the scene in Amagi Brilliant Park when they spring that trap door and Sento and the other dude fall down it and then he only yells Sento's name. Yeah. Real.
もしかして君たちも。
Man, I miss Amagi Brilliant Park. I should rewatch that sometime.
心配するな、リチャード。俺とソフィーはうまくやってるよ。ラムダがこれからどうなるのかは正直俺にもわからない。けど俺はラムダごと生きていくと決めたんだ。何が起きても乗り越えるつもりさ。
アスベルのお父さんのようにアスベルもいなくなるの。人じゃないからみんなに置いていかれてしまうの。
何があっても生きていくと。
Richard's new drip looks nice. I like it. I mean, I liked his OG outfit too, but it was extra chuny. I feel like this one is a bit more fitting of a king, mayhaps. Which might be the point. Oh, his eyes pulsating. Ugh, the power within this eye.
アスベル。
落ちた時に怪我でもしたかな。
大丈夫なのかい。
ああ、大したことないだろう。さあ、早く行こう。
Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. We are all good here. Shuni just transferred characters. Yeah. Many such cases. Gentlemanly behavior!
いったたたた。
やっぱりどこか怪我したんじゃないのか、アスベル。
かもしれない。こんな時にシェリアがいてくれればな。
そうだね。シェリアさんと半年ぶりに会ったというのに、こんな風に離れ離れになるなんてね。
いや、そういうことじゃなくて。
分かっているよ。それにしてもどうして半年ぶりなんだい。シェリアさんは救護団で活動している間にも何度かラントに帰ったって言ってたけど。
2度だけだろ。それも2度とも俺は接客中で会えなくて。
何をやっているんだ。まったく君という人は。
なんだよ。
わざわざ会いに来てくれた女性とどうでもいい客、どちらが大切なんだ。
Inconsequential vassal. Hold on.
いや、客はどうでもよくないだろ。
やっぱり君には男としてのあるべき振る舞いをいろいろ教えないといけないようだね。
Oh yes, do teach me how to be a proper gentleman. But also, you're really going to say that of the person who grabbed your hand to prevent you from falling? I think that was gentlemanly behavior.
いいってそんなの。
They're so annoying. I hate these bitches. I love them, but I hate them, but I love them, but I hate them. What the fuck is their problem? I guess he's already holding on to it. Anyway, I guess I need this. Miss Marta. Legendary line. Oh, I guess it doesn't really need that much healing. I will rest and get a quick heal. Richard knows all about prioritizing your crush. Yep, that means that there are probably several times that he canceled meetings because he heard that Asbel was going to be visiting the capital, which is very funny to me. Asbel's coming, cancel my meetings. Yippee! Psych, Asbel never visits. Also true. Who's the mom between Asbel and Richard? I don't think it's right to assign either of them mom. They do not have mom energy. Richard would be the closest, I guess. But honestly, neither of them have mom energy. I think that is an affront to moms to assign them mom energy. He's so concerned about others. What a sweetheart.
ヒューバートと教官がいるから心配はないだろう。モンスターの気配はないようだから少し休憩しておこう。
They're both a neglectful parent that's working all the time. They are the ones that wouldn't have children, probably. They would have like 2 cats who are very independent because they just play with each other more often than not. Technically Aswell, since he's currently looking after the kid, that doesn't mean that makes him a mom. You can still be the dad and be a single parent. They'd accept Sharia into a polycule solely so that Sophie can have a mom figure. Sharia exists in this polycule specifically to take care of Sophie and to sire heirs for both Asbel and Richard. It do be like that sometimes. Why don't we rest for a bit? They're gonna hang out. They're gonna have a deep conversation and I'm going to cry.
なあリチャード。
なんだい？
何十年も先のことを考えたことはあるか？
どうしたんだい急に。
ソフィーに言われたんだ。いつかアスベルは私を置いて死んでしまうのって。
They need Sharia. Someone needs to have the brain cell. That's true.
俺はそんな先のことってごまかそうとした。いや違うな。ごまかしてなんかいない。本当にそう思っていた。
Yeah, because you are 19. You don't think about death. Well, you do, but you don't.
けどソフィーには何十年後なんてすぐだと言われた。
She do be right about that part.
もしかしてそれがソフィー不在の理由かい？
時間の感じ方が全然違うってことを思い知らされた。
彼女は人のようだけど永遠の時を生きることのできるヒューマノイドだからね。
俺はソフィーを人として扱ってきた。そのこと自体は間違いではなかったと思ってる。けどそうする一方で肝心な部分から目を背けていたんだ。
ならアスベル一人で考えず一緒に悩んであげればいいと思う。
What was that end credits scene? A dream.
ソフィーも悩んでいるからこそアスベルに打ち明けたんだろうから。
リチャード。
ラムダの孤独を受け入れたアスベル。
What? Communication? Well, I think Asbel has this pressure, in his head mostly, but I think also it sometimes comes from other parties, even like people like Sharia. But people kind of have this expectation of him to always have the answer for Sophie because he's been serving as her guardian. I think he's a bit nervous about ever having a situation where he has to be like, look, man, I haven't thought about that kind of thing before. He usually either tries to have an answer or he tries to direct her to someone who can answer when he can't. I don't think he's ever really had a conversation with her where he's been like, I don't know. So I think that's the part that's kind of new to him. So he's like, what? I'm allowed to tell someone I don't know something? That's crazy.
きっとソフィーの孤独を支えてあげられるさ。
Richard always has so much faith in him. I'm going to fall apart.
そうだな。お前に相談してよかった。
アスベルの力になれて僕も本当に嬉しいよ。
They're so cute. They're so cute. I'm crazy. Off my rocker. Screaming.
行こう。みんなが心配しているよ。
Yuno's turning into a toucan. Sometimes you have to cope somehow. They take each other's hands so much. Man, you can't. Shut up. Every single time I'm blindsided by Richard using Boku, my little king can't be this cute. I do love that he uses Boku. It's so polite. He's such a polite little boy. I love him so much. No reason to be this cute.
怪人の本だ。リチャード、剣技に磨きをかけたな。
君ほどではないさ、アスベル。
I love them so much, man. When can we expect our first bowl of Fruit Loops from Yuno? Why would I give you Fruit Loops? Switch parties. I'm guessing I need to swap parties so that they can mess with this device. Just kiss already? Me. Meanwhile.
アスベル、無事なら返事して。
Because the mascot of Fruit Loops is Sam the Toucan? No. I know what you're talking about, but I'm not actually a toucan. I'm just screeching. Not anymore though, because I'm away from them. I will be calm.
わかった。気をつけてね。
さすが兄さんですね。体だけは丈夫なようです。
Game's like, hey, you've been playing Asbel the entire time. We are going to force you to play somebody else.
よし、モンスターに襲われる前に俺たちも行くとしようか。
You will learn how to play Hubert. This is a threat. And I'm just like, no. I didn't think this was gonna happen to me. This is unfortunate. Actually, I should check if there's anything else on these other sides. Probably not, though. Yeah. That's back the way I came. You're a toucan from Pokemon? Yes, I'm the toucan that's always squinting. Because he's sick of this shit. That's me. That's me dealing with the Damadachi on a regular basis. You know, cute? Gasp. Thank you, Zelos Wilder from Tales of Symphonia.
今回の作戦がうまくいって被害が少しでも減ってくれればいいんだけど。
セリアも救護団の活動であちこち飛び回っていて休む暇もないんだろ。
I like how this whole section is just like friendship moments. If we ignore my shipping goggles, I'll take them off and be normal for a second. Like Asbel finally confiding in his own issues that he's been hiding from the rest of the party and talking to Richard to get his opinion on it. And then these three, like these two checking in on Sharia to be like, hey, your organization's probably been doing a lot of work. Are you resting? Like they're all just kind of doing this friend checkup on each other. And I just think that's kind of great. Gonna head off to bed. Okay, get some good sleep. This is I meant to call. Let's catch up. It was a friendship moment with Richard. I took off the goggles to be normal for a second. I like that they're all kind of doing these friendship check-ins. I just think, like, it's cute. We were talking before about how this party kind of has a, like, friendship dynamic that some of the other Tales parties don't necessarily have as much of. I think it's because a lot of them are playing on a similar field of, like, power dynamic. So it's a lot easier for them to be, like, more so, like, friends, kind of. Obviously, they all respect Malik as a captain, so, like, technically he's the one with, like, the quote-unquote higher station, while the rest of them are kids being kids, but there's still, like, a lot of, like, respect and friendship there, which is good. Why can't you just be normal, you know, in the backseat screeching while making her figures kiss? That's unfortunately very accurate. Also helps a good chunk of them grew up together. Yeah, but you could also say that about, like, some of the other Tales games that have, like, childhood friend dynamics, or, like, people who've known each other for a long time. And then there's, like, still a bit of awkwardness there. One of them is a king, though. Yeah, but do they treat Richard like a king, or do they treat him like one of the kiddos? I raise you these. This party dynamic is the exact opposite of Abyss. Two great sides of the I love them coin. I get what you mean. I also think that Abyss is like quite different cast-wise.
私は大丈夫です。自分で選んだことですし。
Because I tell you what, none of the characters in Tales of the Abyss would check in on each other like this. That's for damn sure. Jade would be like, oh, you're tired? That's funny, sweetheart. Get back to work.
子供の頃は体が弱くて自分に何かができるなんて思ってもみませんでした。だからこれからは自分のやるべきことを精一杯頑張りたいんです。
Only Guy with Luke to some degree, to some small degree. No, I was actually going to say Guy is just like, oh, Luke, you're tired. That kind of sucks. But then doesn't do anything to like fix the situation. Like, people have the misconception that Guy is really soft on Luke, and in some ways he kind of is. But like, I think he still will not really be that soft on him. Tayo, do you want a blankie? Do you need a blankie in a bottle? Suck it up. I'm also just thinking about like later in the game where Guy is a little bit less subservient in general. Would the Vesperia characters check on each other? I can't decide. I think only Estelle. Estelle is the one who messages the group chat like, hi, time for a monthly check-in. What's everyone doing? And everybody else has to give an answer. I think Carol would be too intimidated to check on the adults. Rita doesn't give a fuck. Judith would care, but she's also the aloof one and would probably have to be the one they track down to find out how she's doing. Same with Yuri. Yuri has probably fucked off somewhere else. And it's not that he doesn't care, he's just busy with his own shit and doesn't want to get other people involved. Patty, she's off doing pirate things, pirate activities. And then Flynn would probably be the secondary person who would care. Estelle messages the group chat. Flynn is the first to respond to be like, hello, Lady Estelise, I'm doing well. Thank you for checking in. Repeat would give an immediate response and tell Yuri to respond. Yeah, Repeat's like bark bark, pawing at Yuri, and Yuri's like, Repeat's fine. Doesn't say anything about himself. Answers for his dog. Yuri isn't asking to check in, he's kicking indoors and feeding people vegetables. He's feeding people food, maybe not necessarily vegetables. Because we have to remember that Yuri also has a massive sweet tooth. My mans doesn't fully care about nutrition, he just wants to make sure they are eating. I think the only time he's shoving a vegetable is in Flynn's face because Flynn is a canonical carnivore. It's just like, I know you're keeping up your protein intake, but what about everything else? And Flynn's just like, the castle is providing. And Yuri's just like, yeah, I bet they're not providing a fucking vegetable. I'm gonna make you eat a salad. And Flynn's just like, God, no, please. I think Yuri is only that aggressive with taking care of people when it comes to like Flynn. Maybe also Estelle. And like he probably makes food often for Carol and Judith, but other than that. Oh, also Raven doesn't give much of a fuck either. I forgot to include Raven in this equation, but Raven, well, okay, he's another case of cares, but isn't going to be the one to instigate a check-in. Everybody else talks and like checks in with Estelle. Rita has to ping Raven in the group chat and be like, are you alive, old man? And he responds to the ping just to be like, yeah, lol. And Rita's like, unfortunate. That's always how the conversation goes. Exact same pattern every month.
自分のことはともかくとして、兄さんのことはいいんですか?
Man, everybody is really trying to shove the Asbel Sharia agenda. Richard was like, you need to learn how to be a better gentleman towards a lady. And these two were like, you've been focusing on your work and that's great and all, but what about your relationship with Asbel?
母からの手紙によれば、兄さんの見合いの話がたくさん来ているそうですよ。
Don't say that to her.
アスベルが
今まで浮いた話が一つもないバカに真面目な男だったが、そういう男は決めたら早いぞ。
ともかく兄さんには早く身を固めてもらって母さんを安心させてほしいですね。
Wow, I sure wish my brother could just hurry up and pick a bride already. It's just so hard because he's approached by so many suitors. Wouldn't it be crazy if he could finally pick a bride, though? I just think it'd be very convenient. I'm just like, how much ham can you fit in your fist, sir?
それならヒューバート、お前が先に結婚して安心させてやればいい。
Yeah, get his ass, Malik. Why aren't you married yet, then?
なぜ僕に振るんですか?
聞いたぞ。大統領のご息女と結婚話が持ち上がっているそうじゃないか。
Possible engagement to the president's daughter. Gasp. Pikachu's surprised face. Gets Uno reversed. Hubert, you can't do that. That's illegal.
教官、どうしてその話を?
He's so embarrassed.
ストラタの関係者から聞いたんだ。これで捜査どころか、ゆくゆくは大統領かと噂されているぞ。
Wow, I didn't know you were gunning for president.
ヒューバート、いつの間にそんな人と。
それは大統領閣下が持ってきた見合い話です。それに閣下のご息女と結婚したからといって大統領にはなれません。
Yeah, that was a bit of a logic leap.
ストラタ大統領の地位は世襲ではないんです。それくらい常識でしょう。
That's not how being the president works. Yeah, he has to inform them of this. Like, please don't get ideas, you weirdos.
ちょっと待って。
やれやれ、どこも大変だな。
Yeah, whatever, old man. I know we all live in monarchies and dictatorships, that's not how that works. Hubert having to remind people what it's like to live in a democracy. It spawns me in, almost makes me fight a monster. Really? Oh, I guess I have to do shit around here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Well, that was a very quick exchange. I guess that's the point of this puzzle, though. Boop-a-doop-boop. This way. And... this way, I guess? And then, this way? Okay.
皆さんの本気に期待します。砂とつれ映画ロードそこだ強靭アイス行くぞ決めるぞこいつを食らえ見え見えだそうさ
あまり俺を怒らせるもんじゃない。
それではこちらも
行くぞ
そうは先に
砂とつれ孫へ行くぞ
あまり俺を怒らせるもんじゃない。基本教練からやり直しだな。
I'm getting the hang of it a little bit. It's possible to chain A arts into B arts, however, if Hubert's trying to build a large combo, it's better to use your 2cc A art before switching to the B art. Don't panic if the target slips away. Hubert's strength lies in his ability to attack without pause, even in such situations. I wonder how the others are doing. I wonder how the others are doing. I wonder how the yeah, that's basically what's happening right now. So real, so true. What the frick? Where the frick am I going? Okay. No, I guess that was right. So over here. Did this clear what needed to be cleared? I don't actually know. Not yet. I have to get the other one. Mane? There's a bee. There's a bee. Interesting. I can't go over there. I'll figure this out, I promise. I'm a very smart girl. Nope. Work meetings. Welcome back from your meeting. I hope it went okay. Mal, my Pookie. I love that little freak. It went okay, yeah, what's going on here? Dungeon. My party is split up between Asbel and Richard, and then, Hubert, Sharia, and Malik. I have to swap between them to solve puzzles for the other side, with the goal of everybody reconvening at some point. Funny looking rock.
これと似たようなものを前にも見たような気がするけど。
ウォールブリッジの地下遺跡だね。
No, Pascal. I guess I clickbaited you by having Pascal be in the thumbnail. I didn't know she wasn't gonna be in this part. Whoops.
そうか。ソフィーの幻を見たところだな。
ソフィーか。アスベル。ソフィーは僕を許してくれるかな。
何かソフィーを怒らせるようなことをしたのか。
ラムダと同化している時、僕はソフィーを傷つけようとした。
No, Pascal. Asbel left Sophie behind. Sharia is alone with all the guys. Poor thing. This section hates women, I guess.
あの時、僕がもっと強い意志でラムダに反抗していれば、戦うこともなかったはずだ。
なんだ、そんなことか。そもそもソフィーは怒ってないよ。ソフィーがリチャードと戦ったのはプロトスヘイスとしての使命だからだし、それにソフィーはずっとお前とは友達だって自分に言い聞かせて戦うのをためらってたんだぞ。
They're so cute.
そうだったのか。
He's like, this doesn't make me feel better, actually. I feel like she should hate me even more.
不安ならもう一度あの木の下で友情の誓いをしよう。ソフィーと3人で。
Sobbing.
そうすればあの頃の気持ちを取り戻せるさ。
ああ、そうだな。
Falls apart. This is the first time Richard and Asbel are talking post-game. Well, it seems like their lives got pretty freaking busy with everything going on, so I can't necessarily blame them for what they've been talking about. Ah, frick. No, this isn't what I wanted to do. No, send me back. Dang it. Sauce powder. Among Us. I didn't want to go this way. Ow. Yippee! 10-9. I'm not blaming them, I'm just judging them. Richard gained the Asbel's friend title. That's the gay people title. That's the title they give to people when they are, you know. You know. Is there a description for it? Where is it? This one. Proof that he fought alongside Asbel often. He wanted to try some Asbel-like moves. When they are Yuno? Yeah, when they become me. Hey, boy, how are those moves? Oh god, writing itself. I'm telling you, there is an agenda with this video game. I ain't even doing anything, to be honest. I've done nothing here. Went the wrong fucking way again. Amazing, thank you, game. Game of the year, I'm afraid. This way. And I guess we swap. This should allow the other team to progress. I think. Yes. Perfect. No weighing. There we go. I must say, the clang is quite a satisfying noise. Like every time I smack into a new panel, it is quite satisfying, I must say. Was this actually the right move? Yes, it was. Oh, I'm not ready to go this way yet. Is there treasure this way? It brings joy. Yeah, it sounds very similar to the spoiler gong, so I think that is why we like it. I already got the treasure over here. Whoops. Oopsies. It's not quite often enough or loud enough to become annoying. Knocking me around.
爪が甘かったな。
You're the one who knocks her out. Do you need to do anything over here yet? I don't know. I'm a bit nervous to go too far, so I guess I'll just swap since I'm here. I wonder how the others are doing. I wonder how the others are doing. I wonder how the other... How are they doing, Asbel? Have you figured it out yet? I went this way. Aha! The way. Ah. No, I got stunned. She's like, I was this close to thinking you were cool. Hubert is often vulnerable after using his art, so if an enemy attacks during that time, it could spell trouble. Try to save some CC after attacking, so you can be ready to quick step if necessary. This will allow you to avoid attacks and attack again immediately. Quick stepping. Okay. Bro game, we beat you, we know. You say that, but... Okay, I'm guessing this is where we're gonna... meet up. Where we're gonna meet up. Tutorial version of Don't Get Hit. Squad!
Nisa! Minna mo buji datta ka?
GG easy.
大丈夫？怪我はない？
あ、俺もリチャードも大丈夫だ。
心配をかけたようだね。すまない。
兄さんはともかくとして陛下に何かあればことですからね。
Putting Nissan aside. Hubert, please be nice to your brother.
俺はどうなってもいいみたいな言い方だな。
I love them.
大丈夫。何かあれば僕がアスベルを守るよ。
Literally so scummy. He took it too seriously. No, they're crazy. They're crazy for that. Ooh. I wonder if she's gonna be awkward now that they incepted the idea of him getting millions of proposals. I wonder. Or she's gonna act like petty and jealous and he's gonna be like, what's her problem?
いや、それは俺の役目だろ。
いや、守りたいんだ。頼む、アスベル。
頼まれてもな。
She's looking at them like, what is going on? You know that meme of like the kid holding the soda and doing a side eye at the camera? That's what Sharia is doing right now. She's like, what the hell am I looking at? The Popeyes meme, I guess. Was that in a Popeyes? I don't know.
そうですね。
よし、感動の再会はここまでだ。奥を目指すとしよう。
Yippee! Oh, thanks for moving it for me.
マリク、僕たちがいない間、ヒューバートやシェリアさんとどんな話をしてたんだい？
Why are you so serious?
シェリアが救護団で頑張っている話ですかね。あとヒューバートはアスベルにはそろそろ身を固めてほしいとか。
なるほど。アスベルの結婚か。まだまだ想像できないけど。
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to imagine for you, isn't it?
ですが、すでに近くにいい相手がいるように俺は思うのですが。
シェリアさんか。でもあの二人ギクシャクしていてうまくいっていないようにも見えるんだけど。
That's crazy. I don't know, Captain. They just seem so awkward around each other. Do you really think that'd be good for marriage? I think Asbel needs to be with someone who he can talk to naturally, who he can share all of his secrets to. I feel like that might be the better match. You think Sheria can't be that for him? Well, I didn't say that.
そうですね。気持ちは同じなのにすれ違ってばかりのようです。
When the narrative has to make commentary on stupid choices made by the narrative.
ここでどちらかのライバルとなる人物が現れれば少しは二人の刺激にもなるとは思うのですが。
Sorry, I'm cackling about how he's bringing up a love rival, and I'm just like, why are you saying this to Richard? And Richard's just thinking to himself, is that what we need to spice up a relationship? Oh no.
どうしたんだい？そのライバル役、俺が勝って出ましょう。
No! Malik, please.
それはいいね。で、まずはどうやって？
God, they're stupid! They had like 2 years to browse Pixiv between the main game and this. That would explain the fan service for sure.
シェリア、俺と付き合え。
Hello?
ごめんなさい。
陛下。
What was that LARP? Two bros doing bro things? Yeah, bro, you should totally tell me how you would, approach Sharia. I will pretend to be Sharia for no discernible reason. That's not what you said. Yeah, the vibe in the English was a little bit different. But it was still kind of funny. Richard really went bro El Riz. Well, he also... We have to understand if we go with this narrative that Richard is super, like... is, like, super in love with Asbel. He really has no right to comment, because it's not like Asbel has Riz either. So that makes this even funnier, honestly, to be honest. Show me what you'd say, show me what you'd do for no reason, just for practice. Literally. What is with all these fanfics? Stop. Stop it. I'm not even doing anything. Dang, look at how big our combos can get now. Remember when I was struggling to get like 10? When I was in a group of 2? Now look at me. I want the treasures. I want to go this way. Love is blind, bad Riz is perfect Riz from your crush. So true. Richard tries to explain that Asbel has done better when it comes to rizzing, and Malik's just like, how would you know this? And Richard's just like, Bird told me. A bird. Bird told me. Bird said thing was Bird did it.
すぐに終わらせる。そこだ。ランと三兄弟剣山。
まったく子供ですね。
なんだよ。
Big Bird, featherless too, pretty weird.
当然だろ。
この純真さが時に腹立つ。
A bird, yes, a bird in here in this cavernous ruin. Yeah, bird. There's cave birds. There's birds in caves. There can be bird, but there can be. You act like there is not, but there can. There is and are sometimes.
これなら安心ね。
Like, look at this. This is a bird. Monster bird, but a bird.
特に驚くことはない。
Oh, look, a bird. Yeah, see? Use equipment that has been dualized as shards that will eventually become tempered. If it's a weapon, its attack power will be increased. If it's armor, its defense power will rise. The amount of the boost depends on the quality of the gear. Such equipment is displayed in yellow. Okay. That's useful for something. I don't know why I'm all the way back here. I need to go back this way. I should have taken out this victory scene for this part of the game. I was just thinking that. I was like, they're having the sister zoning conversation despite the apparent developments. But I guess it'd be kind of difficult to take out a battle ending. It's easier to add them in when certain things get like... It's always easier to add than to take out, I assume. Is what I meant to say. I don't know why I was taking so many words. I literally just opened this. My instinct is always, ooh, closed chest. Ooh, closed chest. No! Wrong one! Dang it. Can't believe the game only just told you about tempering. I guess this is the first time I ever got yellow equipment. Growing old.
このまま闇雲に奥へと突き進んでも良いものでしょうか。敵の巣の中心地がどこにあるかわからないというのに。
そうだね。一旦引いて再度体勢を整えるという手もある。
We could, I guess.
いや、ここまで来たんだ。一気に攻め込んだ方がいい。
ジーン。
どうしたんですか、教官。
いや、手塩にかけて育てた若者たちがこうして己の意見をぶつけ合っている姿を見ると、年を取るのも悪くないと思うのだ。
Proud dad moment.
はあ。
人は年を取ることを嫌なこととし、死へ近づいていくと忌避する。しかし、頼りなかった子らが頼もしくなり、自分の後を継いでいってくれるのだと思ってな。
The kids are all right, so they say.
はあ。
考えにふけっていないで、教官も意見を聞かせてください。
隠居の身となるには、まだまだお前らも青いということか。いや、
年を取るのも
They're
悪
so
くない。
annoying. I love them.
でも、ソフィーは。
He's so emo about Sophie and how she's apparently never gonna die. Many such cases, I fear. Why did I come back this way? I keep backtracking because I'm thinking it'll lead to something new, but I don't think it will, so I'm just gonna... Prog. Oh, a boss. I was about to say, did I forget to buy life bottles? But no, I did buy life bottles before this, but I had to use a life bottle when I first played Hubert because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. All I can do, though, is my best. Wee. Classic JRPG dilemma of wanting to go anywhere except the main story quest to get loot. Did you save? Yes, I saved.
どこか様子が違うな。
みんな、気をつけろ。
Wee.
みんな気を引き締めていこう。
Whoa. They flipped me and then wombo comboed me. God, I'm so glad she has Indignation. One of my favorite tail spells. Ow. Oh, scripted.
これ以上長引かせるのは得策ではありませんね。
Uh-oh. Yes!
リチャードよくもリチャードを諦めてたまるか
Uh-oh. He's gonna go sicko mode.
の眠りを妨げるものよ
Oh, hi, Lambda.
この声
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, bro.
我の力に身を委ねよ
Don't do it.
ラムだ
Don't do it.
迷っていると仲間が死ぬぞ
Well, I guess. But don't go crazy, please.
解き放て
What if Demon Fang but red?
アスベル
What if you did a Demon Fang but it were red?
今です。
He's from a party that includes Asbel. Oh, lucky for you, I already had him in my party. He's so cool. He's so sick with it.
気を引き締めていくぞ。
RT to activate Excel? Excel gauge fills up over time. Excel mode can be activated once it reaches 50% or more. Take advantage of all its benefits. Whatever that means. Oh my god. Got bodied in there. Can I get out from this? Hi, Sharia. Heal me, please. Thank you. Ow. Ow. Bro. They're doing like nothing to everybody else. They're just only going after me. Can we change that, please? The rest of you want to start taking hits, or... I'll take Innocent Garden, that's fine. Oh my god! They're eating me. Might be scripted aggro, perhaps. They really want me to use Excel mode, so it makes sense. Yeah! And I slayed. I may have died, but I did slay. Nice finish. Thanks, man. You may have noticed that certain arts are grayed out in the arts list. To activate these linked arts, you must hold A while moving through the A arts paths in battle. It can be tricky when you need to make split-second decisions on whether or not to use a certain art, but once you mastered it, you'll be fighting with style. Why are they only just now telling me this? This new mechanic greatly punishes you for not playing Asbel, and as a Hubert main, I was so salty. No, I can imagine. Luckily, I win as an Asbel main. But I can see why it would be hard for everybody else, where it's like, oh no, you have to have Asbel in the party if you want to get through this shit.
ラムダの力だ。
ラムダの。
とりあえずモンスターの数を減らすことはできたようだな。
ええ、これでしばらくは落ち着くでしょうけど。
Monster。
それにしてもこのモンスターは一体。
パスカルさんに調べてもらえば何かわかるかもしれませんが。
俺たちではどうしようもないな。とりあえず。
You can make it work, but I was angry. Yeah, that's fair.
アスベル、体大丈夫？ラムダのことは。
大丈夫。今のところ何ということはない。
彼は何か言っているかい？
いや、おとなしくしている。
本当に？
あ。
かつてラムダと同化していた身として一言だけ忠告しておくよ。
なんだよ。
ちゃんと聞くんだ。
Look at him standing between them. You know Sharia is probably just like, why does he keep insisting on walking in between the two of us? As Asbel's just like, yippee, my two friends are with me, yippee, yippee, yippee.
たとえ何があっても、どんなに時間があっても、ラムダとだけは。
ラムダとだけは
Is this gonna be funny or serious?
しりとりはするな。
I did not expect that.
しりとりか。
Shiritori, that's a word game.
え、しりとり？ラムダしりとりなんてするのか？
冗談だよ。
They're so
でも
cute.
君ならそれくらい彼に心を開かせることができるかもね。
リチャード。よし。俺やってみる。
やらない。
Sharia's like, what part of it was a joke don't you get? Please, your brain. Radiant Howl! I know that reference. I'm guessing that's one of the Tails weapons that I was told exists. Do I get to equip Radiant Howl, or do I have to give it to somebody else? No, I can equip it. Ooh! Ooh, I can equip it. Ooh! I can equip it. Ooh! For me. Is for me mine now. What is the best way to get over there? Not this way. I really hope they force Lambda to bear witness to the romance talks. It'd be pretty funny. Luckily, though, Lambda went back to bed. He was like, you woke me up. Here's power, I guess. Will you leave me alone now? Which is decidedly very based. This way? Ah, yes, okay. Now!
剣の前に敵はない。
Whoopee! EP Lambda. Hello? Where did you come from? Yippee! I'm surprised you didn't go You Woke Me Up Here struggle. Here's the suffer button. And Hasbro's like, but I'm not suffering, and Lambda's just like, you will. You will, you shall. Annie! My other Pookie. Okay. Made it out. Love this for me.
おや、あれはパスカルが持っていた通信機だな。
今は俺が預かっている。
Bird. I love this little communication system. Could you imagine if we got tweets sent to us like this? I'd love it. But unfortunately, Twitter took away all the bird branding, so that won't ever happen.
遅刻の言い訳でも聞かせてくれるんでしょうか。
So that's the little bird from before. Richard, who is not familiar with this messaging system, yeah, a little bird told me. It was white and chubby. I don't really know how it found me. It also made a lot of digital chirping sounds, and Malik's just like, very interesting. As he leaves the room to shake Pascal, who's like, hey, I just thought I could speed things along, maybe.
How
did that happen?
アスベル、どういうこと？
実は
人ではないから置いていかれてしまうか。
ソフィー。
Yeah, do you see why he didn't want to tell you now? It's kind of heavy.
パスカルさんの要件はソフィーのことだけですか？
いや、もう一つある。全員を連れて里に来いだそうだぞ。ポドラのことで相談があるようだな。詳しいことは記されていないが。
フォドラか。
モンスターの件でパスカルさんには僕たちも相談したいことがある。
仕方がありませんね。このまま里を訪ねましょう。
少佐、任務完了後は即刻本国に戻るようにと大統領閣下が。
Yippee. Report time. Bye, Hubert. Or did he tell the guy to
いいのか?
frick off?
大統領閣下の命令なんだろ。
まあ大丈夫だと思います。報告は部下に任せましたから。
My subordinate can make the report as clearly as I. Oh, okay, I didn't read that right at all. At first, I was like, "What does that say?" My subordinate says I can, and I was like, "Huh?" but it took me a second. I learned English in a nanosecond and I figured it out.
ヒューバートはよほどパスカルに会いに行きたいようだな。
Leave him alone.
何を言っているんですか。変な言いがかりはやめてください。
Ungentlemanly suggestions. Hubert, what do you think he's implying?
もしかしてパスカルのことがあるからあの話を断っているの？
あの話？何の話だ？
Asbel's like, what are you talking about? Huh?
何でもありませんよ。
Oh, baby.
さあ、早く行きましょう。
See, this is the other thing. Like, I guess Hubert kind of had an interest in Pascal, but it feels like they're really fisting it, like, harder, I guess. I don't like it. Like, you could tell he had a crush. I don't deny that part. But I feel like this is forcing it in a way that doesn't make that much sense. You have way with words, thanks.
ヒューバート、そんな愛おしそうな目で見られると困るのだが。
Don't tease him.
別に教官を見ているわけではありません。
あ、通信機か。そうだな。欲しいならパスカルに行ってもう一つ作ってもらうか、ヒューバート用に。
え、
パスカルに連絡しておいてやろう。
結構です。教官、やめてください。
なんだ？いらないのか？
あの人のわけのわからない報告を毎日受け取らなければならないなんてゾッとします。
Yeah, trembling in fear, I'm sure.
ゾッとしますと。返しておいてやったぞ。
余計なことをしないでください。
なんてな。
教官。
Torture. Torturous actions.
すぐに終わらせる。そこだ。逃がすか。次だ。
行くわよ。
そこだ。
これがアスベルの
Get got, nerd.
これでみんなを守ってみせる。
It's like the devs are smashing Barbies together to make it work out instead of naturally. Yeah. And again, I will reiterate in case people think I just don't ship them. It's not like I didn't see that Hubert had a crush on her. But Pascal doesn't seem like someone who would even think about romance, for one. For two, I think that they're just forcing it a little bit too hard in this particular instance. I guess, you know, we're going back to the argument of like there was probably off-screen developments. We did get at least a 6-month time skip, if not a full year. But it's also just like, man.
教官はどうして独り身なんですか?
You can really tell this is like the fan sequel of the game because they keep talking about romance because now they're bringing up Malik. They keep bringing up romance. This is the shipping section. The F in Tales of Grace's F stands for fanfiction.
そういえば、もういい年ですよね。
いい年は余計だ。
Not that at your age. That's fucked up, Aspel.
好きな人はいないんですか?
いないな。
Had a partner in the past we talked about in the main story. Yes, I know. But they don't necessarily know that. They've heard his story about having a close friend group that got pulled apart due to XYZ reason. But I don't think Malik ever bothered to elaborate that he was romantically involved with her. Remember Mr. Baba made people pay full price again for the shipping side quest? The people hate Mr. Baba for this.
そんなもったいない。絶対教官ってモテますよね。
そうか。それならシェリア、俺と付き合うか。
Hello?
まさか教官、シェリアが。
ごめんなさい。ちょっと無理です。
ああいうことを言う女に限って反応はあんなものだ。
Jesus Christ.
教官、まさか。
心配するな、冗談だ。早く行ってフォローしてやれ。
はい。
あいつのせいで思い出してしまったな。任務で一緒に行ったベラニックの宿屋であいつと飲んだリラの香りのする酒の味。もう一度飲みたくなったな。ロベリア。
Man. I'm depressed. Did it tell me where I'm going? The ruins meet the capital. Party decided to leave the ruins. Okay, so I haven't heard anything. I haven't gotten a quest yet. No directive. Oh, right, no, I have to go to the conclave. So I have to exit into the city. Conclave. Oh, right. I said the wrong word. Enclave. Hi, Poisson.
ポワソンさんですね。
これは皆さんお待ちしてました。
ソフィーとパスカルはどこ？
今は里にはいません。お二人とも氷山遺跡です。
Man.
人を呼び出しておいて自分はフラフラ。まったくあの人らしいですね。
なぜそんな場所に？
遺跡の警護に当たっていたフェンデル兵との連絡が急に途絶えてしまったのです。
That's not good.
大量のモンスターが押し寄せてきたとの情報も掴んでいます。
その対処に向かったというんだ。
俺たちも向かった方が良さそうだな。
Okay, back out I go. Dang it. We.
二人は奥に向かったようだな。
私たちも急ぎましょう。
You're gonna make me walk all the way down there again? I see. Video game hates me, I fear. I guess it's not super hard to walk this way, but it's annoying. Okay. What? Jesus. On the stun, please. Have these guys gotten harder? I think they're trying to get me to use Axel Force more in order to more properly wombo combo. I'm so slow.
それだけはよくやったんじゃないですか、皆さん。
HP is a resource. If you aren't using the whole bar, you're really doing everything you can. Hubert learned Hurt Smash, me. Characters who know the Excel skill can enter Excel mode by pressing RT when their Excel gauge is over 50%. In addition to common effects shared by all characters in this mode, each fighter also has his or her own special abilities that can boost combos, restore CC, and even heal HP. Cool, are you gonna tell me what they are? And the game's like, no. We're just telling you that they exist. Well, I guess there's an implication that more characters are going to learn XL mode. So that's a win, I suppose. Do all these chests just have Maggia Carta cards now? Scars of Eternia. Ooh, sword! Oh, he has a yellow weapon, that's why. That's why I got the thing. Alright, hold on now. So wait, what category does the... Dang. Would it be this? Scars of Eternia? Yeah, okay. Not very good for her, though. So, cool as it is, I'm not gonna equip it. Usually, if it doesn't boost more than one stat, I don't go for it. It has to be a better net positive than that. God, whatever. These freaking bees. Jesus Christ! The wombo comboing is real. This is an area where they just chests you miss. I think the dungeons have been refreshed because I'm playing post-game. They are not chests that I missed, because the reason I'm pointing it out is because I know that I opened all the chests in this area. I specifically was solving puzzles in this area to loot Goblin when I was first doing this dungeon. I have memory of it. Oh god. Dying to random monsters is embarrassing. Dying of cringe. I think they're dying to the claws and fangs of the monsters, but I guess it's possible they're poisoned with cringe. Imagine playing on the harder difficulty. I mean, I will be able to do it in the future. Not right now. But in future playthroughs where I use like 5x or 10x EXP, I will be able to play on the higher difficulties. But I definitely have not mastered this game enough to do it now. I can confirm that much. I might end a stream after we reunite with Pascal and Sophie. My energy is kind of dipping. And as I said earlier, I did not sleep very well, as in much at all, last night, so I kind of need the energy recharge. Obviously, I'm still gonna, like, finish up this part, but I'm just letting y'all know it's not gonna be as long as usual. It's still like, decent length-ish, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I need a longer nap than usual, probably, so I will be ending relatively soon. It depends on how much plot they throw me into when I meet up with them also. That will also be a determining factor. Oh yeah, they really did replace all the treasure chests in this area, so I have to, like, run around and get them. Make sure to rest up. I will do my best to rest lots. Ooh. Tempest Bringer. That sounds like a Malik weapon. Oh yeah, that's perfect for him. There you go, buddy. Wow. Ow. Can we settle down a little? These starfish go crunk. And they go so fast across the stage. I mean, they're fast in the dungeon too, but it's kind of funny. Not slow. There we go. Oh, Hubert's dead. Ow! Brother. Petrify stone is trouble. I'm not petrified, I am slowed. Arguably worse. Whoopee! When Asbel enters Excel mode, the following support effects become active. Enemies can be staggered even if they've been downed. A surge of flame surrounds him that both harms foes and provides protection. Enemies are launched into the air when struck. Nice. Good to know. I was checking for a treasure. Oh, I have to go this way. No! I want the treasure, wait. I want the treasure, wait! I really don't want to fight more things. Misery. Now I'm cursed, I think, which is fun. Ow. Oh, Richard's petrified. Dang, we're getting our butts freaking wiped. They are truly getting my ass. Can you not cartwheel away from me, you bitch? Lord. You've gotten this one before. When you activate XL mode, you'll be invulnerable for about 1 second, as well as cured of any physical ailments you may have. You can launch it even while you're taking damage, so it can be a real lifesaver if you're about to be KO'd. Oh, okay. I can, in fact, see that being useful. So true, game. No! Where am I supposed to go? It's over there. Oh, here. There we go. That took way too much mental thought processing power. You can tell I'm tired. Because my brain was just not understanding that I needed to go that way. Half cooked.
あの人は向こうから呼び出しておいて、まったくどういう。
まだ言ってるのか、ヒューバート。仕方がないだろう。俺たちのことより緊急事態だったんだから。
Heart brain? Yeah.
そんなことは分かっています。でも僕たちが来ると分かっているなら待っていればよかったんです。
つまりヒューバートはパスカルに頼りにされたかったと。
違うよマリク。ヒューバートはパスカルさんと一緒に行きたかったんだ。
Similar to how Richard just wants to be by Asbel's side no matter what. Circumstances be damned indeed.
違います。あの人はどうして話を聞いたら何も考えないで
Half
飛び出して。
cocked. I thought it said half cooked.
頭はいいくせにどうしてそういうことに頭が回らないのかと。
心配なんだな。
心配みたいだね。
なんだこの悪兄弟。
Yeah, honestly, why is Richard understanding Malik so much? You're cooked. I know, I'm tired. I'm having mercy on myself for being very, very tired. Oh geez, big bug. Pascal, yeah, that's the whole reason I'm here. We needed to see her. Not clickbait anymore. Nice catch.
強い。
手間のかかる人ですね。
みんなありがとう。助かった。それでは再会を祝して乾杯。
それはあれを倒してからだろう。
だけど簡単には倒せないよ。アスベル。
I have a new power, Sophie, watch.
Oh, これならやれそうだ。
And you're giving her a crisis.
ラムダの力。
Cool. Giving her a crisis. This is the squad. This is the OP squad. This is them. Sometimes a battle party is just a triad and their daughter. Ow, 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 ow. This battle theme is fun, by the way. I like it. Get me out. I am cursed. Help. Things I have said outside of video games as well. Stop throwing me! Ah! I was sandwiched. What was I supposed to do? Stop throwing me. Have you said that too? Yes. I've literally said that to all of you before. Don't act innocent. Yeah! That was sick. He's so cool. Epic. Ooh, the combo.
どうにか片付いたか。
しかしここにもですか。
みんなはもうあれを経験済みだったの？
ウィンドルの地下遺跡で出会った。ラムダの力がなければ危なかった。
ラムダ、目が覚めたの？
ああ、そのようだ。
まあ結果的に役に立ってるからいいのかな。ラムダの力はかなり効いてるみたいだしね。
突然モンスターが変質して僕たちも困惑している。何か分かったことがあるなら教えてもらえないだろうか。
この手の生っぽいのは私専門外なんだ。お姉ちゃんに聞いた方がいいよ。
フーレイさんは今どこに？
最近までは研究所に詰めてたんだけど、そろそろ里に戻ってると思うからアンマルチアの里に帰ろっか。私もみんなに話したいことあるし。
Their little nod to each other.
ラムダ、アスベルの中のラムダが。
ソフィー、どうしたの？
It sounded like the older evil Lambda rather than the good kid Lambda, though. Well, he did grow up, I guess, to an extent. Because he was never... He's not the same as Sophie in that he didn't have, like... He wasn't born, like, with that artificial body. His soul, like, possessed it. Because Lambda's, like, an alien creature, so could still, like, grow and age normally. So when he no longer had the form of the little boy to be, like, entrapped in, I think it makes sense that he grew up. It's just, it's interesting, though, because when he went dormant, he took on the form of being baby Lambda. So I wonder what the significance of it is. He didn't talk much as a child, though.
安心しろ。前のようにはならないから。俺はお前と戦ったりしない。 大丈夫だソフィー。
She's like, I want to believe you, but... I want to believe you, but...
ソフィー、アスベルは大丈夫だよ、きっと。
リチャード。
僕がラムダに取り込まれた時とは違う。アスベルにはラムダの心に真正面から立ち向かえる強い意志がある。
True.
だから多分大丈夫だ。あ、それとその。
ありがとうリチャード。それとごめんね。半年前の
my heart.
ちゃんと謝らないとって思ってた。
いや、君が謝る必要はない。僕こそ。
Hi, Abby. Hi,
すまなか
Raiders.
った。
Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Ironically, I will be wrapping up soon, so you guys are probably gonna get ferried somewhere else, but thank you for the raid nonetheless.
友達だよね。
They are friends.
では、俺たちも友達だ。
Hello? Why are you here?
ソフィー、このおじさんは危険だ。あっちへ行こう。
Protect her from him.
教官、危険なの？
ああ、そうか。
Okami.
か、相変わらず冗談きついです。
You can hear him like talking in the background. I swear, what am I going to do with this party? They're so silly. Malik wants his name on that tree. They all want their names on that tree. I would not be surprised if this endgame section ends with all of them having their names on the tree, including them writing Lambda's name on there for him. Anyways. But yeah, normally I try to stream this game for a bit longer, but I haven't been sleeping well lately and it's starting to catch up to my energy, so I am quite fatigued. So I'm actually going to be calling the stream here for today. I'll be sending you guys somewhere else though, so don't worry. I will also be streaming again tonight at 8 p.m. EST. I will be doing a marshmallow Q&A. My marshmallow is linked on Twitter, also in my community post with my schedule on it. If you'd like to send some marshmallows and I will answer some questions. I'll also probably pin the marshmallow link in the waiting room chat for that stream as well. But that will be tonight. For now, I need to go take a big nap and eat something good for dinner, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu!